everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be making these fun fruit pouches. We're going to use the clear vinyl that we used in the last video. If you missed that video, I'll link it in the description below this video. And we're going to be using our Cricuts to cut out some vinyl to decorate these. Now this makes the possibilities endless on the shapes and different things you could make with the clear vinyl. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channels and click that bell notification so that you get notified every time there's a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. When you open up the file in Design Space for the fruit pouches, you're going to see three different ones. This one is the watermelon, this one is the lime, and the bottom one is the orange. So what you're going to do is click Make It, and you can shift this around here so that's straight. And when you get to the solid pieces, that's going to be your vinyl. And I just wanted to show you what I've been picking to be able to cut the vinyl. So I'm going to click Continue. Now when you get to Set Material, what you're going to do is click on Browse All Materials. And then right here you're going to type in vinyl. And if you scroll down a little ways, you can see that Cricut already has two non-adhesive vinyls set up for you right here. One's a 16 gauge, one's a 20 gauge. I found the 20 gauge worked the best for all of my projects. So I just click Done, and you're going to cut that with your fine point blade. So you Explorer users, you can likely cut this. I did not try it on the Cricut Explorer, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to cut this. And the rest is just cut with a regular vinyl setting. So let's get back to the project and I'll show you how to put this together. We're just going to make the watermelon pouch for the sake of the video, but they're all constructed the same way. You can see I've cut out my vinyl pieces and my adhesive vinyl, and I have a zipper that is at least as long as the top part of the half circles. So you want it to be at least that long. The longer it is, the easier it is to work with. But we're going to put that face down so the zipper pull is down. And when you're working with vinyl, you should use a Teflon presser foot. If you don't have a Teflon presser foot, you can put tape on the bottom of your regular presser foot, and that will help it glide along the vinyl. But you want to make sure that you clip this into place when you're using vinyl. The more clips, the better, because the slickness of the vinyl is going to make everything want to kind of shift out of your way when you're sewing. So I find that the more clips you put, the better off you are. So you're just going to sew right along that top edge. And once you have that done, you're just going to open up the zipper like this. I'm just pulling that open, and then I'm going to finger press that down. The vinyl is bending, the zipper is flat, and we're going to put it again, zipper pull side down against the other piece of vinyl. And again, we're using plenty of clips. I'm going to clip that into place. And then you're going to stitch along that top edge again. So just try to finger press that out of your way, and then you're just going to make a straight stitch from one end to the other. Now it's looking like this. You want to open it up on the back side and really finger press that zipper down. Now you don't want to touch this to an iron, but if yours is extremely stiff, you can warm your ironing board and then just lay it on there, and that will make it a little more pliable and a little bit easier to work with. So now we're just going to top stitch along each side of the zipper on the vinyl side. That's going to help hold that zipper into place. And then we're going to open the zipper, and you're just going to stitch about 1 inch inside on the zipper right across, and that's just going to keep your zipper pull from falling off. So it should look something like this. And you can hand stitch that if your sewing machine won't do it or you don't feel comfortable doing that. Now you're going to fold this so that the zipper is wrong side out. You're going to line everything up. Again, we're clipping, clipping, clipping to keep things from shifting. We're making this basically the same way as we made the last vinyl bags. And again, I will link that video in the description if you missed that one. But I have a lot of fun projects planned for this clear vinyl. All right, now we're just going to sew along that half circle. And the closer to the edge, the better, but make sure that you do enclose all of your seams. Then you're going to clip off the leftover zipper And if you have an excess amount of seam allowance, go ahead and trim that down. That's just going to be excess that is inside the bag, and the less you have, the better. Just make sure you don't get too close to your seam line. So I'm just using some scissors and cutting just a little bit of it off. Now we're going to reach inside and turn this right side out. Now this takes a little bit of maneuvering, and again, if it gets too hard for you to do, you can hit it with a blow dryer to warm it up, or you can warm your ironing board up by ironing the ironing board itself and then just lay the bag on the ironing board, and that will make it a little more supple as it warms up. I find using the Cricut scoring stylus inside this to push that out and make it nice and rounded on the bottom worked really well, and I didn't have to worry about it poking through. Make sure you push that zipper out up in the corner. All right, once you have that all done, if you have wrinkles in it, again, warm the ironing board up and just lay it down on the ironing board. Maybe put your hand inside and it will take the wrinkles right out. So now we're going to apply our vinyl. I'm just using a little bit of Cricut transfer tape, and we're just going to pick up that piece of vinyl and place it right on top of our bag. Now if you're somebody who uses a large seam allowance, you might want to make this piece a little bit smaller just so that you have a little bit of wiggle room. Just going to lay that on top of the bag and remove. Now you might want to wipe the bag down with Windex or rubbing alcohol before you apply the vinyl, just to get the oil from your hands and from sewing off of it. That kind of helps things stick a little bit better. And now we're going to put the watermelon seeds in. I should have cut this transfer tape down, but I like to reuse it, so I was trying to keep it in a large piece. And you can reuse your transfer tape over and over and over, so keep that backing that it comes on, and you can use it for your next project. So that's it. I think these are so fun. I added took a little scrap of the vinyl and added a little tie through the zipper pull. But basically the pouch is done. I think it's a lot of fun. There are lots and lots of possibilities, lots of shapes you could make. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Click that bell notification and visit me on my blog at LorrieNunemaker.com. Never stop making. See ya.